Hey neighbor, welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the cool crossover that we got in the form of Billie Eilish and Billie Joe Armstrong of Green Day fame, my personal favorite band of course. One is 17 years old, currently on top of the world. One is an aging punk seasoned veteran, but still a lot of wisdom and insight to be gleaned from him. And this was for the Musicians on Musicians series Billie on Billie over at Rolling Stone. They talked in the back of a car. If you haven't seen the video yet, there's going to be a link down below. They got a digital exclusive cover of Rolling Stone magazine, which is cool to see Billie and Billie there. Billie Eilish, of course, on top of the world, writing out a massive album. When we all fall asleep, where do we go? And Billie Joe Armstrong, something that I was obviously aware of, is a fan of Billie Eilish, or Billie Eyelash, as I'm probably going to say at some point in this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billie Eyelash.
I knew that because Billie Joe had posted several times on Instagram about her music and her merch and everything, where to get it. He kind of became a fan, it seemed like, after seeing the energy that she had at her show. And a lot of people weren't really that keen on it, saying, oh my god, Billie Joe, you're encouraging this faux deep thing. All the Tumblr kids are just gonna have a hall pass now to say Billie Eilish is the best thing ever. The difference between Billie Eilish and so many other young contemporary artists that are in the top 40 right now is the fact that Billie actually seems to have respect for all of the legends, all of the people in music that paved the way so that artists such as herself could actually rise to prominence. If you watch that interview, you can tell that she was very keen on kind of getting something, having a takeaway from the conversation. And also, she was a little bit in awe, starstruck. They had met previously. I think most of us have probably seen that backstage photo that they took together. But now to actually sit down and have a conversation about music, how things have changed, evolved, genre-bending ideas, and the fact that the gatekeepers can't really keep anything out anymore, I'm all for that. I didn't agree with every point of the conversation, especially the whole idea of not really having albums and stuff like that. It seemed like Billie Joe in particular was kind of talking to that. I love the album format myself, but maybe old habits die hard. I think that they did have a productive conversation, obviously, under the lens, and I still feel that even though parts of it felt manufactured, a lot of it was very, very real. This, for me, calls to mind the Dave Grohl situation when, oh no, Dave Grohl was exposed for taking his daughter to like a Billie Eilish concert or some bullshit people were like upset about. Rock elitists were like, oh my god, crossing over. Oh no, Dave's been bitten by the pop bug. And who's to say that a musician in the rock world, such as Billie Joe Armstrong, Dave Grohl, Trent Reznor, whoever the hell else, can't have respect for somebody in a different lane than what they do. It doesn't mean that it's bad just because it's not the same genre or it's not the same fan base or world. I feel that it says a lot about somebody's own insecurities if they go out on a limb so hard to try and give so many reasons as to why you shouldn't like an artist like Billie Eilish. Somebody that I can actually easily see works really hard on creating their lyrical content. Her brother Phineas deserves a lot of credit as well for his production and co-writing. To see a team like that do care about the output, something that's being handed off to young listeners, versus all of the other bullshit that you actually could complain about and would have a valid point that's in the top 40 in the popular realm right now. To put Billie Eilish as the one that should just be the gatekeeper, it seems like you're reaching because she's so popular and she's an easy target. Billie Joe continues to give no fucks and he supports new artists. He's done that for quite some time. I've actually noticed that since I've been a fan, especially like once I got to high school, around like 08, 09, I really started to see that they were open to other ideas outside of their own genre. And that's totally fine. I mean, sometimes it doesn't necessarily work when Green Day themselves have tried it out, and we'll see about that upcoming album because I'm not at all totally sold on that if you've seen my track reviews. But still, I do like to see people come together for a productive conversation. Somebody who's very young and is blowing up, like I said, on top of her game right now, and then the seasoned veteran over here in the corner that might not be as strong as they once were, but also there's a lot that you could learn, a lot of things about touring and isolation. Billie Eilish talked about how alone it can feel out on the road, and Billie Joe kind of stepped in to talk about that, and the idea of having a bad show, a bad moment, the inspirations that are taken away. Billie definitely has a lot of different talents, both of them I should say, and I thought that overall this was a really enjoyable thing. Just a cool little thing for Rolling Stone to bring together because they saw the image backstage and they're like, Billie and Billie, two different Billies that people love. Let's make these worlds collide. Thanks for watching this short video today. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Please drop a like on the video if you did. Subscribe for the love of music. If you want to see my Billie Eilish review when we all fall asleep, then tap here, or tap here for a Green Day video. All of my socials can be found down below, and I'll see you soon for more right here on Beyond ARTV.